everybody, welcome back to Real Good Pilates. I'm Michelle, and today I have for you a mat Pilates based workout using a small ball as our prop. We're going to get a little bit of everything moving, but especially kind of our core and our lower body is going to be the focus. So I hope you're ready. Let's dive right in. To get warmed up, we're going to place the ball between our knees and then come down onto your mat on all fours. So hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips, and then have the tops of the feet on the floor if you can, and then lengthen your head and tail away from each other, pushing the floor away from you, and feel this nice active start position. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to start from your tailbone first. So you're going to tuck your tail under and start to articulate your spine into a nice rounded cat position, and you're going to squeeze on the ball as you do that. Now stay here and hold. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, starting again from your tail, you're going to lengthen, articulating from tail all the way through to your head to get back to your long line, finally relaxing the squeeze on the ball. Now do that again. Exhale. We squeeze the ball, tuck under, and feel that nice, slow, sequential scooping from bottom to top. And then once we find the curl, stay here and hold. Breathe into the sides of your ribs. And then exhale, almost like somebody grabs onto your belt loop and starts to pull your tail back, lengthening out. Once your head releases, you can relax the squeeze on the ball. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale here. So we're always exhaling as we move, contracting in on that ball, flexing forward. And then when we inhale, we're holding and maintaining our position. Exhale, let your tail drift back. Try to keep the connection onto the ball until you lengthen to your long line. Inhale here. Let's do that 2 more times. Scooping under, so really slowing down and going in order from bottom to top. So we're finding some good articulation through the spine and finding control of it as well. Good. All right, let's do that one more time. Exhale to scoop, feeling those inner thighs start to fire up. Round, let the head drape towards the floor, and then exhale. Very good. Now, leave your spine in this long neutral position. Put like 50% of a squeeze in on the ball so you're feeling connected to your inner thighs. Now, I just want you to trace a counterclockwise circle with your chest around your hands. So you're going from right to left, kind of giving your wrists a nice little stretch as you travel around with your body. Yes, your hips, your knees, your wrists and your shoulders are really taking this nice little circular journey, okay? And you leave your spine long. You can just breathe smoothly through it, kind of waking up that whole upper body. Now go ahead and reverse and go the other way. So sitting the hips back a little bit, forward a little bit, back and forward. So good, you guys. Let's do 2 more circles going clockwise. Very, very good. All right, lovely. Okay, shake your hands out. We're still going to be on all fours, but now we're going to move the ball. So instead of in between our knees, you're going to place it behind one kneecap and squeeze onto it. Okay, so this is definitely going to challenge our stability a little bit. So come back to your all fours position. Take a breath in. You're going to squeeze tightly on that ball and press the thigh back and then return it down to the mat. Yes, so keeping a nice tight clamp onto the ball. I like to flex that ankle so I get a better connection to the hamstring. Okay, so moving from the hip, I exhale as I lift the thigh. Inhale to return. Up and down. Good. If you need extra support for the wrists, you can roll your mat up a little bit to prop the heels of your hands up higher than your fingertips. Good. Let's do 3 more here. Make sure the kneecap is pointing straight back and not off to the side. All right, now we're going to get tricky. You're going to kick your leg up there and stay. The same arm as the lifted leg is going to open towards the ceiling. I'm going to turn out my leg and turn my body to fully face the side. Now with control, I set my hand back on the floor, turn my leg back to parallel, and then lower the knee to the mat. So I kick the leg up. Now I externally rotate from my hip as I lift the arm. So now my foot ends up pointing to the wall behind me. And then as I replace the hand on the floor, my foot rotates back to look up at the ceiling and then lower down. Whew. So full body, everything working. Lift. My bottom shin stays planted into the ground and I'm rotating away from that supporting hip and shoulder. Return as slowly as you can and then lower down. Whew. Let's do that a couple more times. Now that we've got it, it's pretty fun actually to kind of test your balance here. Not easy at all. Open, take it as slow as you need to. Rotate back to parallel. The longer it takes you to put the hand back on the floor, the harder that is. So good. Let's do this 2 more times. Feel like you have on a tight corset, so your abdominals are really supporting you in this precarious position. All right, now the next time you get up there and turn to the side, you're gonna stay. Hold your body here, and you're just gonna do little pulses with that top leg, lowering a little, lifting a little, down, up. Good. Don't change your spine or flare your ribs. Keep this really small for 4, 3, 2. Now pause and draw circles with that leg. Ooh, not easy. Good. Open that knee towards the ceiling. 3, 2, big deep breaths. 1. Now reverse your circle. Almost done. Ooh, burning those outer thighs. Circle, circle. Good. Keep on that tight corset. Now it gets even more important. 3, 2. Now 1, pause with the leg high, slowly with control, turn back, face the floor, and then bring the knee all the way down. Whew, amazing, good. Okay, that's such a fun test of our stability. All right, let's do that on the other side. So clamp on with your new leg. Hands come down underneath your shoulders. Keep your body nice and square. And then let's start just with the hip extension on that ball leg. So you're pressing and returning. Up and down. Yeah, we want this movement to come from the hip, not from the spine. So keep that stability through the neutral. Up and down. So good. All right, let's do 3 more, pushing into the fingertips. 2. All right, here we go. Now leave the leg up as slowly as you can. You're gonna turn your body open to the side. So same arm as leg are off the floor. I turn my leg out from my hip, and as I rotate, I start to internally rotate the thigh and then lower it down. Good, so we press back. Open with control. Think of squeezing that bottom glute to open up the hip. Return to the floor and then lower down. Ooh, is it just me or is it harder on this side? Maybe we're pre-tired from already doing it before. Open, look back at the ground and then lower. All right, few more. Up, open, close. Keep that tight squeeze on the ball. You take this as slow as you need to. Yes, everybody's going to be a little bit different with where their balance is today. Try to kick that top arch of the bottom foot into the ground and then lower. All right, let's do this 3 more times. It's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. Woo! And then lower and down. That's it. 2 more times. Up, turn, at the ground and lower. 1 more time. Now we're going to hold up there and stay. Drive that bottom hand into the floor and we lower a little. Lift, lower, lift. Ooh, feel those arms splitting top to bottom. Reach in opposition. 4, 3, 2. Now we circle that moving top leg. Keep your bottom hip nice and still. So the pelvis stays put. Top hip moves for 2. For 1, now reverse and go the opposite way with your circle. Almost done. Circle, circle, good. 3, 2, 1, and then pause with the leg high. Slowly turn and find the floor, and then come all the way down. Whew. Amazing. Roll your wrists out a little bit. So come down onto your mat. You're going to lay on your backs. You're going to be turned out with your lower body. So your heels are going to be slightly together, toes turned out, very slight, okay? Not a big V. Think like a small little slice of pizza, okay? So lay on your back. You're going to tuck the ball. Now my ball is pretty small, so this is very doable. If your ball is too big, you're welcome to do this without the ball, okay? It'll still work. I'm just going to use the ball to prop my heels up and give me a little bit of instability. So the balls of my feet are on the floor, my heels are resting up on the ball, and I'm in that slight turned out V position, okay? If your ball is too big and doesn't comfortably fit behind your legs, just do it without and have your heels either hovering in the air or just have them flat on the floor in your V, okay? So arms are down. Spine is neutral, and the knees are only about shoulder width apart. If they're too far to the sides, you're going to disconnect from your inner thighs. So take a breath in here. You're going to scoop your tailbone under, roll through your spine, and then come up into a nice turned out bridge position. Hold here, inhale, exhale, melt down from top to bottom, finding your imprint back on the mat, and then release your tailbone to find neutral. And we'll do that again. Scoop under, feel your abs shorten up, roll through your spine, rippling piece by piece. Hold here and stay, and then soften back down. Very good. Couple more times. So the ball makes this a little bit shaky. Yes, there's this potential for the ankles to lose their stability. So really find that connection through the hips and through the glutes, and then roll back down. Good, you guys. Let's do this a few more times. With the knees being slightly apart, you might find you have a little bit more room in the hips to open up. Make sure it's not coming from the ribs, and then soften back to the floor. All right, let's do that 2 more times. As the hips roll up, the arms push down. So there's these opposing forces at work. All right, 1 more time. This time we're going to hold up there and stay. So holding the hips high, ribs are closed. I just want you to bring your knees a little closer together and then back to where they started. Bring the knees in and out. Now for me, I can't really touch my knees fully together, so that's not the goal. Just bring the knees closer and then back out. In and out, keeping the hips high. Whew, do 4 more. In like you're waving little butterfly wings. 3. Push into the arms. 2. And last 1. Now pause with the knees apart. You're going to roll down onto the mat. Good. Now we're going to kind of combine the hip roll with the movement of the knees. So now as I scoop up, I'm drawing my knees closer together. I arrive with my hips up and my knees closer, and then I roll back to the mat and let the knees turn back out to hip width apart. Exhale, scoop, and I draw my inner thighs closer together and then lower down. Whew. Inner thighs should be burning just about now. Scoop under, lift the hips, knees are closer, and then we roll down. Good. Let's do that 3 more times. Tuck under, lift, and then release. So good. 2 more times. That's not easy. So now as we're extending the hips, we're kind of coming narrower and getting less room to extend. Good. Do that 1 more time. Now hold up at the top, keep the knees as close together as you can, and you're going to do little tiny pulses up and down, keeping the knees close. Up, up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Roll yourself down and you can relax. Whew, very good. All right, we have earned a stretch, that is for sure. So sit down on your mat, kick one leg out to the side on a diagonal. Take the ball in your opposite hand, place it on the floor, and twist to face that long leg. The other sole of the foot is kind of in against your thigh. Hold your outside of your thigh with your other hand. Sit tall and inhale. And then as you exhale, I just want you to roll that ball down towards your foot. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. Do that again. So I'm kind of pressing into my outer thigh with my back hand to help me find a nice deep rotation as I flex and fold. That's it. So you should feel a nice stretch for those muscles along that one side of the back, whatever side is rolling the ball. And then you should also feel a nice release for the hamstrings and even a little bit of hip and glute on this other side. So get all the things nice and stretched. Last one. Good. All right, other side. So bend your new leg, kick the opposite one on the diagonal. Hold with your opposite hand on the ball, push into your thigh and sit tall. And then we exhale and roll. Inhale, drag yourself up tall. Exhale. And then back up. So good, you guys. As you round forward, really pull the abdominals back away from the floor so you get an active rounding through the spine. Let's take 2 more like this. Last one. So good. And with that, we are all done with our mat Pilates using the ball workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait for our next workout together back here on the mat. So I can't wait. I will see you then. Thank you. Bye. You did it. Way to go on completing today's workout. I hope you feel amazing. If you want to see even more from Real Good Pilates, click the link down below or right up here to head to my website and claim your 7-day free trial for the Real Good Pilates on-demand subscription platform, where you'll find even more fun and challenging ways to work out with me that are all completely ad-free. Plus, tons of subscription exclusive workouts that you won't find anywhere else. So I hope you'll try it out, and I can't wait for you to join me for even more Real Good Pilates. I'll see you over there. Bye.